We are now inside the 2-month window to the midterm, shaping up as an enormous test for both parties. The Dems need 23 seats to flip control of the House. Experts on both sides see at least 40 seats as competitive. Republicans are facing the challenge of unusual first-term losses combined with a president whose latest approval rating is below 40%. One Republican operative told Axios, quote, "Every metric leads you to one conclusion. The likelihood of significant Republican losses in the House and state local level is increasing by the week." With us tonight, Mike Murphy, veteran GOP strategist, longtime advisor to Mitt Romney, Jeb Bush, and John McCain. And Mike, by thanking you for coming on and putting on my Mike Murphy autograph model glass frames, I'm going to read you further pullouts from the QPAC poll. 60% he's not honest, 57% doesn't have good leadership skills, 55% doesn't care about average Americans, 65% feel our president isn't level-headed, 60% doesn't share the same values that I as a voter have, 55% not fit to serve as president. Mike, what would you do if you had to run this guy for Congress?
I would lock him in a skiff somewhere and hire a robot to impersonate him for the next 60 days because he's had no success on getting on an economic message of discipline to argue the one thing he's got going for him. You know, these descriptor numbers are very important. They're what the real political operatives look at. The job approval bounces around 38, 42, mostly in the margin of error. But if you look at these descriptors, almost every number, he's got a majority or in a few cases a supermajority that are on the negative side of the description with pretty hard language. So that just shows the majority energy building in the country to really punish him in the elections. And if I were one of those worried congressmen, again, I'd wish he had something in the White House basement to do where he would not be heard or seen for the rest of the campaign, at least if I were in those 40 districts that are in the most trouble.
And Mike, what do you do if you're what we used to define as a kind of garden variety, middle of the road Republican running for, let's say, re-election in a middle of the road Republican district? They're still out there, both of those categories. What do you do in that case?
Well, there are a few members that are on television now talking about when they, stood up to their party. They're trying to get their own identity, either as the local fixer, I did the casework, I helped this lady, I stood up for the local issue. They're trying to get some distance. The problem is the president, one, these numbers are so heavily against him, and two, he's so ubiquitous all over TV. I mean, right now he's running around trying to slap a polygraph on each cabinet member. This drama is 24/7 in the earned media, so your local ads at Smedrick for Congress can't really overcome that. So it's extremely frustrating to these folks. I know a bunch of them, and they know in some ways their future is not really in their hands anymore.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.